It's Alabama here, 3:30 kick at Williams-Brice. It's a great opportunity for our football team and our program. Got a lot of respect for their program, and obviously Nick. Offensively, it all starts with the quarterback too. He's an outstanding player, very active with the football, close to 80% this year as far as his completion percentage. He has legs. He can create off-rhythm plays, as we say, that are very difficult to defend. He's thrown it to a really skilled group down the field. But he's a really good football player. Receiver, Judy and Waddle and Ruggs and Smith are all very talented guys that can run extremely well on the top end, but also guys in the underneath coverages can catch the ball in space and make plays for him. And they've made a bunch for him in the last couple of years. So, we've got our work cut out for us as far as that's concerned. They've recruited really well at the running back position, big backs. They're always big up front on the offensive line. Defensively, very physical, tough to move up front. Davis and Dale's, there's a freshman, is going to be a really good player for him, Ray. Then the two guys on the edges, Lewis and Jennings, really create some fast twitch rush for you on the perimeter, and they're really talented on the back end. So really well coached, obviously, on defense. Special teams, they've got good specialists. Waddle is a returner, probably is as good a guy as there is in our league and maybe in the country. So we got our work cut out for us as far as teams is concerned, and a lot of space plays that they'll try and create. Injury-wise, Randricus ran today. I don't know. I'll know more as the week continues to go, but did not practice with us, but was running, and that was good to see with our training staff. Eric Douglas, I think, should be fine. He didn't do a whole lot today, but expect him to do a little bit more tomorrow. Deshaun Fenwick may be out this weekend. He has a shoulder, and Brad Johnson struggling with a groin. Other than that, I think we're going to be okay. This game, the University of South Carolina is teaming up with Curing Kids Cancer, which is a nonprofit devoted to funding cutting-edge pediatric cancer therapies. And the Owen family started this foundation in 2003 when they lost their son Killian, and they've raised over $15 million for childhood cancer research. And I encourage you to visit curingkidscancer.org for more information. It's a great organization. The Owen family are fantastic people, and they're making a difference as far as pediatric cancer is concerned in the research for that. So certainly we need to support that, and I'll open it up for any questions.
Raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you, David.
Well, just looking at Tua's abilities in the pocket, just looking at the defense scheme with the pass rush, do you have to always drill into your guys' heads, you got to watch out for him because he can make you miss? I mean, do you have to scale back maybe on the pass rush plans?
Well, you scale back and give him a lot of time is an issue as well. But you just got to do a nice job with discipline in your rush lanes, constrict the pocket, don't let him evade, and especially to his left hand, which I think he's very effective when he goes to his left. But again, his ability to extend plays and what we call off-rhythm plays is pretty much uncanny as far as his field, from down the field of knowing when to run, when to throw it, to buy time. We need to do a good job of staying in coverage, but more anything constricting the lanes up front.
Way in the back, Mike.
Well, what did you learn from Nick at LSU, and what kind of separates him from just everybody else in terms of coaching?
Well, I learned a lot. I mean, as far as, obviously from a scheme standpoint, I think, you got to be philosophically aligned with him as far as the things how he sees the game played, offense, defense, and special teams. So obviously from a scheme standpoint, I learned a lot, but, the evaluation process in the recruiting, as far as the critical factors we look for and define for every position, and I think really even took that a step further when I went to the Miami Dolphins and was a part of the draft and going and working players out and really narrowed down exactly what we look for by position in the evaluation process, I think really helped me and our programs moving forward as far as those things. As far as all-season program, how we ran the all-season program, we do very similar things in the all-season program. How we install in training camp, how we install in spring ball, how we do spring ball. Our summer programs are very similar as far as the players are concerned and what we do. How we practice is very similar to what we did when I was with Nick. So, we've carried over a lot of things that obviously work extremely well, but I learned a lot.
Nick's offense has kind of matured a lot in recent years, developed and changed. How different is it to game plan for an offense like he has right now than maybe when you were with him or when you were at Florida trying to game plan?
Well, I think that, Colin, they have evolved a little bit, but I think that goes back to the players and the talent level they have at each position. Obviously, they want to take advantage of the quarterback now, as opposed to maybe in years past when the running game with Henry and Richardson and the different guys, Ingram, were a little bit stronger of what they wanted to do. So I think it's all about taking advantage of the guys in your offense. They're extremely talented at the receiver position right now and at the quarterback position. And I think that that's where you see that obviously the touches that they're trying to create for Judy and Waddle and those guys now